Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we will discuss NVIDIA stock price movement for today and we'll try to make an assessment for rest of the week. We'll also discuss news regarding NVIDIA, other AI stocks, and economic data that is due this week that can impact NVIDIA stock price. Now, let's get started. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. NVIDIA opened at 893. It made a high 922. It made a low 890 and it closed at 921.4. Last 5 days, 5.64% up. Last 1 month, 5.75% up. Last 6 months, wow, it went back to 100% up again. So that's a good thing. After touching 760, it got some positive momentum and it's not looking back. You see, last 5 days already 5.76% up, and last 3 days in a row positive closing. So that tells that Nvidia got the momentum, the strong momentum before the earnings as we expected, but some little correction is due at the same time. So regarding my position, I missed some limit buys that I placed Friday and also Thursday and Wednesday. But at this point, I do not have an Nvidia, and that was my mistake to sell Nvidia at 855 sometime last week. So I'm still waiting. Nvidia go down a little, then I can place a buy. But for you guys, in my previous videos, I maintained my position that Nvidia got the positive momentum and it should be going up. Before the earnings, we might see around 950 or 960. Let's see. Now, let's talk about technical charts. You see 90-day 1-hour chart for Nvidia on your screen. The last 90 days, the lowest point is 475 and the highest point is 962. And I also show MACD. You see MACD got positive momentum on Friday, and I had the opinion I shared with you that this momentum should continue today as well and Nvidia should go up, and that's exactly what happened. But at this point, C is too high. I have the feeling maybe a little drop we can expect tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Now let's take a look 30 minutes chart. In a 30 minutes chart, the same story. Nvidia got positive momentum sometime last week and it maintained that momentum. It's way above zero level. So same thing, same opinion. There might be some correction coming tomorrow or day after. I may be wrong, but that's my personal opinion. Now let's take a look at RSI. RSI in a 30 minutes chart is at 72. That tells that at this point Nvidia is overbought and there is some chance that Nvidia can go down a little. Let's take a look hourly chart. In hourly chart, Nvidia is still at above 70. That tells that it's an overbought situation and there is some possibility that Nvidia might take a little correction. Same opinion. But you never know, at times we see when there is strong momentum on Nvidia, it might carry same momentum for next few days. It happened in the past, so this can happen this time as well. Maybe it can carry this momentum more and Nvidia go up to 930, 940. But I'm not gonna place my buy at this point. I'm waiting Nvidia to go down a little. Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels. Now we have Fibonacci levels starting from 0% to 100%. The highest point is 962 and the lowest point is 762. I shared with you these levels on Friday and on Thursday as well. And based on that, I mentioned you on Friday that the next level of resistance is 919, and that looks to me a strong resistance. So see, multiple times Nvidia tried to break it, but still is moving around 919. Maybe it can go down a little, probably 10-15 points tomorrow, or maybe not. Maybe it can break it and can go further up. Um, the other level of support is 885, and after that 862. On the upper side, the strongest resistance is 962. Now let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. You see news regarding Nvidia on the left side of your screen. There is no surprise in the news today. Let's start with this one that says that what's going on with Nvidia stock. So that says that analysts remain bullish on Nvidia with a consensus price target of 949.36 a share. So 949 is still at least 949 analysts are saying Nvidia can reach again. So based on my min-max target that I shared with you over the weekend, my highest point before the earnings was 969. So another one that says Biden administration unveils 285 million funding for Semiconductor Institute. That's a good thing. Nothing else that nothing else that pops up that I should share with you. Nothing else at this point that I should share with you. Maybe this one, Nvidia stock rises, why AMD might be more tempting AI chip bet. So this news claims that even if Nvidia and the Broadcom are winners, but in the big cloud companies should benefit AMD as well as Microsoft and Meta. That does not look to me a very credible analysis, so I'm gonna ignore that. So nothing depressing about Nvidia at this point. So all positive news about Nvidia. Now let's take a look other AI stocks. You see the AI stocks on your screen. I sorted and filtered with the highest to lowest. The highest positive change came in the SoundHound, that is 15% up. In the Palantir, 8% up. The earnings was due from Palantir. So before the earnings, it made a good move, 8% up. Let's take a look what happened on the Palantir earning. So Palantir just announced the earnings. So it says that earning per share went up 8 cent adjusted versus 8 cent expected. Probably about the same. No big change there. The revenue 634 versus 625 million expected. It also went up, but they say that the Palantir shares fall 7% and lower than expected guidance. The problem is with the future guidance. So at this point, Palantir stock is 4% down after hours. Let's take a look. Yes, so 3.5% down. So we are noticing, consistently on the AI stock side that even if the earning comes higher than expected, but the revenue or the future guidance disappointing. In case of Nvidia, let's see what happens. Now moving on, SMCI 6% up today, Nvidia 3.7% up, AMD 3.4% up, Avago 2.5% up, Microsoft 1.69% up, Amazon 1.34% up. So all of the AI stocks are up today, and that's a good sign. Now let's take a look at economic data due this week. You see the economic calendar on your screen. Today, nothing much. Tomorrow, don't see any data coming. Wednesday, nothing much. Thursday, initial jobless claim. That might be interesting. Friday, consumer sentiment, and nothing else. So this week looks to me very quiet in terms of economic data. So good news for the AI stocks and Nvidia. So there is no such thing that should be blocking Nvidia and other AI stocks to move up. But since they're already moving up since last 3-4 days, so some kind of correction is due. That's my opinion. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.